Hello everyone and welcome to what is the last episode of The Journey Down, Chapter 2.
Ooh,
We've
I
made it...
found a machete!
You found Danny Trejo in a tent. Well, I mean, he's been in the Mojave Desert, so that's not that weird. So yeah, we've made it to a kind of tropical-ish, island-ish kind of dealio. And there's a big-ass gate and a thingy there, and it's all everything's stuff and hello Kito.
Hey, Kito! What happened to our beautiful airplane?
Sorry, Buana. There really wasn't much to salvage from the plane. It got pretty badly slashed as we went through the big storm. The pontoons were just about the only thing worth saving. So I figured we could make a raft out of them.
Nothing worth salvaging? What about my awesome farm of cacti?
They are right here, brother. No worries, man.
Oh, I love you, man. So, it sure did take us far, though. I just hope someone has a plan for the trip home.
Well, you're gonna be up shit creek without a paddle. Yeah, I mean, making up a raft out of the pontoons, not a bad idea, but the engines look perfectly fine, so you could make, I don't know, an airboat. Maybe you could get Archer to help you?
I'd love to go.
Oh. Oh! Oh, well that's
Hey,
nifty.
check it.
Whoa, Mystic! You going exploring?
You bet, man.
Ah, that was actually kind of cool. That was cool. I like that. It's always nice to see games do something kind of different.
This door looks pretty solid.
And some of the like new gameplay mechanics and design choices like that. That's a cool bit where you get to actually hack off the thing. So we can turn those, but I haven't got a clue about
I think this guy has squirrels living in his nose. Cool.
what it's supposed to look like. But yeah, I mean, I had some qualms about some of the stuff in Deponia Doomsday. Not all of it was kind of intuitive. There's turn that, do that, whoop, and a thing in the middle. But these things look like they might be so balls, squiggle, snake skin, and one of those cheese molds.
Kaunandoro drew.
So balls, squiggle, snakeskin, cheese. Balls, squiggle, snakeskin, cheese. Balls, okay. Squiggle, snakeskin, and cheese.
Wow. Man, what is this place?
Press it again. Runes. Okay, so sunrise, dead tree, leaf, alive tree, caged up typhoon. Anyway, moon, star, and swirl, and there's another star there. Oh, I can press these. Okay, so there's 3 rings, so if I press... Okay, so this... I think that's a calendar, and that's, in that case, this is an astrolabe. Oh. What? Okay. Observatory, yeah. But... Navigation book? Can I get on there? No. No. Just no.
Us.
Fuck off. Okay, am I able to use... That's not gonna work. I might have to go and check with the book again. Or check with Lena. Okay, so we've opened that. So...
Kaunando. It's 10 a.m. now. Can't remember the last time I was up this early.
Okay, so it's 10 a.m. That has to be significant.
Buenas.
Well, I've almost got this puzzle cracked. I'd hate to see you miss the party.
What are you up to?
Well, I'm trying to get this giant gate open, and I'm pretty sure we're almost through. There's just one bit here that I just don't understand. Once I've got that part figured out, we're going in.
That escape was pretty awesome, huh?
Yeah, we made it out of there in the nick of time. Good thing Barlow turned out to be a good man after all.
What do you mean, good man? He's bad to the bone, and he almost shot me.
He helped us escape, though, didn't he?
Yeah, true. Why do you think he was helping us out all of a sudden?
It's all in here, in the journal. Count and Dodo essentially kept it as a diary. They were good friends. Whatever this power thing was that they found, Barlow was convinced that they should make use of it. Count and Dodo, on the other hand, insisted that it should remain untouched. The two of them quarreled over it and split up once they returned from the Underland. With the help of the Armando Power Company, Barlow finally got what he wanted, and in the end, it destroyed him. Helping us escape was his final redeeming act. Now, let me ask you a question. Why is the Power Company chasing after the book in the first place? If they want to hide whatever is going on in the Underland so bad, why didn't they just destroy the book?
They need it for something.
That must be the case. But hopefully we'll find out once we finally get this gate open.
Okay, so
what's
we know
in
that
there?
there's power, so it's not
To
that
tell you the truth, Buana,
things have,
I really
you
don't
know, kind of
This
dried
book
up
speaks in
and
riddles, and most of it is just sketches and rhymes.
they need to tap
All
into
the
more power,
information I've
so
ever
they don't
managed
need to
scrounge up
locate
about
anything.
it,
They've
and
already
all
done
my
that with
years of
Barlow.
research about the Underland are completely conflicting. Our good friends at the Power Company have really done everything they can to keep us in the dark. If Count and Dodo were here,
I don't know, I like to
maybe
think
he
that
could
it's some
help
kind of
us.
thing that,
I have a
ooh,
feeling
they've
we're
tapped into
walking in his
something
footsteps.
spooky there, and now they need to kind of actually close the lid on it, but for that they need the journal, because
trust
they've
me,
kind
we
of
had good reasons not to.
Why?
maybe
You heard
gone a
about the
bit overboard.
Hungries?
Sure, some kind of spooky made-up monsters, right? The ones that eat ships?
Spooky, yes. Made up? I don't know. According to the legend, they live right on top of a place called the Hatari Reef.
Yeah, so?
You're looking at it. This wall is the Hatari Reef.
Oh, you got me convinced. Okay,
Okay, so let's check the book one more time. That's just some sort of mechanism. That's the clue for the door,
it's 10
and
a.m.
it's 10 a.m. Okay, so I'm still convinced that the key is here. So okay, that's the stuff. Oh no. Oh, celestial navigate. Oh, that's the symbol on the thing. Locating the Path Star. The Path Star moves across the heavens in a repeating pattern. Because of this, sailors have been able to develop an age index used to locate the Path Star location with the help of time. So 9 AM to 1 PM, path of the wave. Path of the blah, 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 blah. Okay, so we need to move the star over to the wave. We still need to figure out how to Oh, there's a button there. Ah, so... Okay, nothing. And again, nothing. Maybe down. No. And maybe again. Okay, so we've located the moon. Okay, so we need... And the moon goes on dead tree or whatever. Lightning. Moon goes over that one. So, whoop, whoop. Okay, so now we need to figure out what Squiggle's gonna go over. Oh! That symbol activated. Okay, so... Squiggle. Okay, so... Oh, the squiggle presses in the... Okay. And last one.
Hey, what's this?
Oh, that's the missing idol from the door. So now we can go through the door. Hello, Kito. Figure.
There's a fig. I wonder what it means.
I don't know. With these kinds of like interactions, it's always kind of hard because, well, it's not hard. It's not even difficult. It's not even inconvenient that much. It's just sometimes when you see like a big background like this, and you go to interact with something small on it, sometimes it decides that you need to interact on a separate screen.
Hey, what's happening?
But in this case, I think something suitably epic is about to occur.
I can't believe it. You opened it. Hey,
Oh no, it's closing.
It's closing.
Come on, guys! Get on the raft!
Get on the raft. That's a bit inconsiderate of the ancient builders.
Book was right. Hanandodo was right. The Underland is real. Gentlemen, I present to you the Underland. Our adventure begins.
Okay, so it's music written and performed by Simon D'Souza, who this is also dedicated to. So, anyway, so that has been right. Let's get on with it. Right, so that has been the Journey Down Chapter 2, and again we've got some behind the scenes stuff, and because this is otherwise going to be quite a short video, we're going to check those out as well. Clearly there's something of a problem. I think it might be a problem on my end of not recognizing when the end's going to come. Be something of a pacing issue. Anyway, let's check the behind the scenes stuff, because there was clearly something. There was some very interesting stuff in the behind the scenes stuff of Chapter 1. So these are some of the architecture sketches for Port-Arthur. In the original script, Bwana was the hard-boiled lead. So, because Bwana really couldn't be the hard-boiled character, they created Barlow, who looks slightly different. I like this look maybe a little bit more. So Morton, the lighthouse keeper, was one of the first characters to be designed for the Journey Down Chapter 2, and was one of the few to make it all the way through. And I think Morton's a good character. He brings a certain kind of, like I said, like I've compared it to Monkey Island already. I think he's a good character. I think he has a good personality. Recognize the shape of that face. If you're a true point-and-click nerd, you should. Let's see. Everything that I can, of course, there's the Moai head, which everyone should. But I think I'm getting also a bit of Grim Fandango. A bunch of bystander sketches. In No Less House of Butterflies, a playable area in a very early version of the game. This, I don't know if this would have fit the tone of the game, but I think it's aesthetically it's very, very nice. In a previous horrendously stupid layout of Port-Arthur, there were multiple ways of getting to places in the city. Early test results had us throw it out. Yeah, I think making your kind of making your layout a maze where there's multiple ways to and fro is never a particularly good idea. Some things do kind of pull it off, and in some cases it's good. If there's a lot of back and forth, it's good to have shortcuts possible. And if let's say we've got point A, B and C. Of course, natural progression might take us from A to B to C. However, we want to be able to travel from C to A as well. And let's say we make it instead of a triangle, we make it a square and add A, B, C and D. While the natural progression might take us through them in order, there might be backtracking, so we want to be able to go from A to D, from D to B, and basically we want to be able to traverse efficiently while still being able to find our way. And this is what the Club Tembot looks like inside. The people certainly are very blurry. And this is the first version of Port Arthur's Main Street, before the idea of Club Tembo was even thought of. Actually, there's a certain charm to this, and this area in particular, I kind of like the stairs leading up, the kind of little stairs here. Before the mayor's office and Andy became a part of the script, there used to be a library in Port Arthur. Not sure what for though. Well, there always needs to be, you know, some location where you can get information from. And I'm thinking Gabriel Knight probably has run his bookstore into the ground quite hard by this point, so he needs a place to work as well. Before Club Tembo became a big posh joint on Main Street, it was a back alley thing, too similar to Arnie's. Yeah, I agree. The Club Tembo, it was good that it was so big and bombastic and flamboyant in comparison to the down-to-earth Arnie's. Sisulicopter docking sequence. Okay, so this is from the part where the planes fly into the hangar. Theo teaching Simon how to use a saxophone the day before the Journey Down gig in Brighton. After the launch of the Journey Down 1, we packed our stuff and left the office, and here's apparently Theo's Twitter, if anyone's interested in that. Went to GDC and E3, and okay, so you had a nice trip. Thank you for sharing this. I feel we're becoming so much closer now that we're sharing these things, and yeah. Okay, cool. So you wound up developing the rest of the Journey Down 2 from bars and cafes and trailers. Okay, well, you know, overall, so, okay, you might have made better financial decisions at some point, maybe not splurging at all on having fun. You absolute bastards. But I do admire the spirit, and I have to say the stuff in here is pretty good. It's actually yeah, so the music, the soundtrack is very nice. I've been a big fan of the okay, so the Simon de Souza's last album is available on Bandcamp at souzamusic.com. souzamusic.bandcamp.com, and yeah, if you're interested in the music, yeah, check it out. 100% charity. So the money is shared between Brain Tumor Trust, St. Peter and St. James Hospice, and Scope, the charity for people with disabilities. So I understand that about half of this is going to be just us going through these kind of extras and stuff, but in a way I think it's good to go through these and spread the word. These games are fantastic. They are really, I really like the visual. I like that some of the puzzles are a bit maybe out there, but they're nothing compared to a lot of point and clicks. And I've been a big fan of the graphical design from the get-go. So the third and final chapter of The Journey Down is currently in development and will take you on a sweeping journey through jungles, caves, murky swamps, back up top side, so Sardo and Macanus. Dino. Finally find the truth. Okay, so it's not that big of a surprise that we're going to go back to Saint Armando. Usually these things tend to go a full circle. Yeah, I think it's a very pleasant game, very good game. If you're interested at all, I think you should check them out, and just to support the people behind it. And yeah, very good games. I suppose I don't have anything further to say about The Journey Down, so please join me again on Monday when we pick up another game. And after the slightly murky and dark visuals, it's probably going to be a nice bright game. Might not be a happy game, but might be like a bright game. So I think that's good. So for now, thank you for joining me, and goodbye.